The anticipation for Dragon Quest III, the HD-2D Remake, has been building for, I don't know, how long now? It was first announced like way back around 3 years ago, sometime in, I think it was May 2021. Well, anyway, Square Enix has just teased the new Dragon Quest III HD 2D, still not knowing exactly when it's going to come out, but again, they teased it, which means that even though they're going through all this FF drama, that's Final Fantasy for those of y'all who have just don't know for some reason, they are actually still in the lab with a pen and a pad with this HD 2D, which again, mind you guys, is not an easy task to do. HD 2D first got popular, if you guys remember, with Octopath Traveler. That was way back in 2018, and when I first seen it, it was straight gorgy, y'all. I fell in love, but I did start to lose interest when after we got married. You know, she didn't cook no more, she wasn't cleaning, she let herself go. No, seriously, I started getting a little irritated when it came to the HD 2D, when they start putting it on every game and it's mama that came out, or at least that's how it's saying. But this Dragon Quest HD 2D Remake looks, again, gorgy. The HD 2D style, especially for this old 1988 game, blends that nostalgic touch of 2D character sprites that I love 2D character sprites, detailed with high quality 3D camera turning R button action, which again makes you feel all warm and nostalgia inside. In a recent post on Twitter, I guess I might as well start calling it X soon, Square Enix confirmed that the remake will be available on multiple platforms. Yeah, Xbox, you're gonna get some Square Enix stuff. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, as well as Nintendo Switch, and more than likely whenever the Switch 2 decides to drop Switch 2, the Switch 2, even though they didn't say that on the post. PC via Steam and the Windows Store. The tweet was also accompanied by a short teaser trailer which hints the imminent detailed reveal, which will probably get a date sometime around the time E3 was gonna happen. RIP E3. I mean, it's been about 3 years, but to be honest with y'all, once the miasma happened in 2020, I had a feeling that we never was gonna see E3 anymore. We might be lucky. There's been word on the web that there's going to be a new Nintendo Direct. Like, we needed to know, but it's gonna be a new Nintendo Direct soon, which we might, just throwing this out there, they have a pretty good working relationship with Square Enix and with Dragon Quest. They might see a little teaser trailer on there as well. And for a 30-year-old game, as much as I talk about with the HD 2D being on everything, some games, especially these older type games, it looks good. See, now do you see the difference what I've been saying for years now, since 2018, y'all, about the HD 2D? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's beautiful, but you see how it reprises and redoes games that didn't particularly look like that? Like, it was 8-bit graphics in 1988, not 16, not 64, not 32, which 32 bits didn't really last that long. Like, we jumped real quick off of 32. No, I take that back. Don't hit me in the comments. I forgot. PlayStation, 32 bits, Sega Saturn. Forgive me. I was thinking Nintendo 64. You know, they skipped a little bit. Relax. Chill out, y'all. But either way, I still feel that Chrono Trigger, if it ever does get a remake, and Lord knows who knows what's going to happen since with all this Final Fantasy not reaching the potential that they wanted it to reach money-wise, and Chrono Trigger is on a couple levels behind that. Like, we've seen everything else from Square Enix except a damn Chrono Trigger and Xenogears, some of my top 10 favorite games, like number 1 and number 5 of all time, are stuck in limbo. They out here in Square soft purgatory, not Enix, because Enix merged and they just forgot about these games. But if they ever did do those redone, both of those had like this anime feel. Well, Xenogears had an anime damn cutscenes. I think it's close to what, 5-6 hours, it might be more. I have to check the Geek facts of anime cutscenes within the game, and even had voice acting on some of those cutscenes. And Chrono Trigger was created by the Godfather. Well, not created, but he drew the pictures. Akira Toriyama, rest in peace, brother. So why wouldn't an anime manga type feel like a Dragon Quest S11 fit like hand in glove, like peanut butter and jelly, like Fat Kid and Cake, like Quentin and Waifus? Why wouldn't it fit so perfectly together? That's at least my thought. But when it comes to these older games, if they wanted to reprise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't want to say 6, because they just kind of did 6 again in the pixel form of the Final Fantasies. If it looked like this, hell yeah, we'd be on board. This is going to reprise interest in Dragon Quest, which is arguably, at least in the States, the second biggest Square Enix game. Of course, here in the States, it has been Final Fantasy, and even though Rebirth and 16 didn't do what Square Enix wanted it to do, it's still doing really good when it comes to Final Fantasy 14, and their numbers are always good after they reboot it, and I don't see that stopping anytime soon. The excitement for the game and the possibility for other games is just check your X. It don't sound right. Just check Twitter. Just check Instagram. Just check your local RPG places. Those who know about Dragon Quest, those who know, they know. They know. But you know what? That's all I have for y'all. I left you with a dramatic pause there. It was intentional. If you did like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps out the channel a lot. It lets YouTube know you like the content that you see, and that way they can push it in front of more people. And if you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with all things RPGs, sprinkle with some of that Geek, G-E-A-K, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make geekly content here on the channel all the time. And don't forget archives every Saturday, 5 p.m. PST to midnight. Think RPGs, think Toonami. I'll see y'all there. And as always in the web, remember to eat, geek, sleep, repeat. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Peace.